All right, today is day 73. It is May 27th. It's been about 10 days or so. I know it's been a while since I did the last video, and the last lesson that I completed while I've been home on sick leave from the flu was APIs. Did pretty good, taking a lot of notes this time, and really filled the pages up a lot more than some of my recent lessons. This is the latest one. That's a next page, but a lot of note taking for APIs because this is what I've been most interested in when it comes to web development. Basically, just learning a lot about how to place data from many different sources into one location, and specifically, I'm working to the end of being able to do that in weather and using weather data, kind of combining a lot of data in one place. So APIs were really interesting, and the instructor here on this course, the Complete 2020 Web Development Bootcamp, Angela Yu, she actually talked a little bit about how to create a weather API here, taking weather data and basically kind of trying to find one place to put it. This was Open Weather, the weather API there, and talked about how YouTube kind of places this forecast there. So it was a little bit about where they're getting that data from. But I think that the most interesting part of this class was learning about JSON, JavaScript object notation. And so if I can just do this on the fly, this is a look at the code that we made for a, I don't know really what we made. We basically made a MailChimp server. Well, we created a server and then we had MailChimp collect that data and compile it for a email newsletter. Let me see if I can actually pull this up here real quick. This was the sign up HTML. So that's the website. And that's not what it looked like. Let me see if I can try to do this on the fly though. We use the terminal to try to basically compile, or I should say terminal to basically do a lot of our operations. So if I just print my working directory, I'm just in my kind of home directory there. So I'm going to change to the desktop, see what we got in here. Oh, lists, the items. Let's see. This was the newsletter sign up, so I'm going to change to newsletter sign up. And now I'm going to, oh man, let me see if I can remember since this has been so long since I did this. There we go. So I hadn't really, basically just, I guess it had been so long I forgot the process. So still trying to get that down, a lot of practice to go. And this is now hosted, actually, it should say in here, it's hosted, yeah. Okay, so this is being hosted on a local host, but we used Heroku to host it on their servers as well. And this is what it basically looked like, where you can put first name, last name, email address, and sign up for this newsletter. But I think that what was great about this was I'm going to use a couple of API keys, especially like this one. Just take our Jackson Weather Station, for example. I want to be able to compile all this data historically, and for any user to basically select a date and time they want the weather data from to see when that data was recorded, and use some of the data from the Mesonet, or I guess basically from different weather stations, to put out, I guess, data for just Tennessee and for farmers and people in agriculture to basically look at records of whether abnormalities or some sort of weather anomaly occurred, so that they can find out whether or not they need to give out insurance money, whether that's the Farm Service Agency or USDA. So this would be a really interesting kind of project for me to put together now that I know from this course so far how to use HTML and CSS to create content and style a web sheet, and now JavaScript, basic understanding of JavaScript to work with data on other parts of the internet and put that data in a, I guess, more localized location. So this will be a project I'll start working on and hopefully start to complete over the summer. But again, there's still a lot of learning left to do. I have a very, very basic rudimentary understanding of JavaScript, and I do plan on reviewing some lessons in the weeks to come. And I think what will probably be best is for me to just get started with creating a very basic structure for the website, and then just piece by piece, maybe reviewing some of the lessons at the same time, so that I can kind of come up with, this website from scratch. So look forward to sharing that with you all, and look forward to completing this course, 276 of 480 lessons after APIs. I started doing some web design, went back and reviewed an old lesson that had just been posted, and the next one is learning about GitHub and version control. So that'll be next, and then EJS and creating a blog website. So thanks for watching, and I will keep you posted on that website.